Hello everyone, welcome to my classes, my tutorials. Today I'm going to try to explain how to use selections and shortcuts for selections. That's the tutorials I'm doing to start. Today is my second video. I hope you enjoyed the first one. So today I'm going to teach you the keystrokes for selections. There's different ways of using selections. I'll show you my tools bar here, and so we have like the magic wand, the lasso tools, and magic wand. We have a quick selection, and this magic wand. And then if you go to the rectangular marker and the elliptical mark tools, we also have where's the selections tools? Is a lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, and the magnetic lasso tool. We're going to start with a magic one. I love that one. I think espaço aqui, cancel, press cancel. If you think your computer is going funny, press cancel, escape. So we're going to start using the quick magic wand tool, and the keystroke for this tool is W. If you press W once, you have the quick magic tool, but we're going to use the quick selection tool. So press again, tool, press, which one is this one? So keep pressing. Sometimes depend on your settings. Cursor, and then you need to go. No, not this one. Actually, let me bring one magic tool here. I was planning to bring this on. Show keyboard viewer. Okay. So every time I press a key, it's gonna show you the key I'm pressing. That one. The key. You see the W. Should be like highlighting a different way. But let's try this way today. So, magic one. I want to select the hand. The gentleman I photographed a couple of months ago in Bremen. Nice lad. And so we're going to start, I'm going to make the tool a bit bigger using the bracket keys. You can see bracket keys. So it's a bit the size of the finger. Okay, as you see, it's magic. It's magic, this one. This tool. So the tool selects everything that you think inside. Oops, not to worry, we're gonna work with this in a minute. Oops, again, don't worry, we're gonna work with this. So at the moment I have my tool set to plus. The reset tool, let's reset the tool, and the tool is like always there. So if you start clicking, it starts a new selection. It starts always a new selection. If you start again there, it starts a new selection. Oh no, it's just starting up. Okay. Automatically go to plus. Automatically it goes to plus. So it's always adding to your selection now. So you start your selection and it's always adding up. But as you can see, there's places that you don't want to select it. I don't want this selected, and I want to select that one, and that one, and that one, and yeah, just a little bit there. So I'm gonna use a few tricks here, different tools. I'm gonna start to press Alt T. So Alt T is that one, and then you see the minus on the tool. It's plus, now it's minus, so everything is I'm gonna unselect this area. It is doing a good job. It's doing okay job. I'll just refine this later. And now I'm gonna try to use the lasso tool to refine this. On the lasso tool, like I showed you in the beginning, we have 3 tools. I like to use the magnetic lasso tool. Again, the shortcut for this tool is L. You can see, if you start using the shortcuts, I advise you to hover or click over the tool, and you're gonna see the shortcut. You can adjust these shortcuts on your preference of the Photoshop. But for example, if I just over cancel over, it tells you there is a shortcut for this tool, and if you press several times, it swaps you between the lasso tools. So the magnetic, the lasso tool, the polygram lasso tool. So we're going to use the magnetic, and I'm going to make sure usually the tool starts like this. It's just, if you start, it starts a new selection. Cancel, so go back to your last selection. You can add, you can subtract, or you can insert, intersect with selection. This is a good one. I'll show you later. So we're gonna just add, because I want to add the tip of the fingers. Shortcut for this one, let's use the shortcut, not this one, guys. Shortcut is the Alt key, sorry, Shift key, and you see a plus on the little side of the tool. Alt, you see a minus, so we're gonna add there. So I'm gonna press Shift key, and then click. First I'm gonna zoom in, so Command spacebar, and then drag to the right, so you can see clear what I'm doing. So I'm gonna press Shift key, click. You can release the Shift key and then go gentle as what your speed. I can go faster, I can go slower. It's creating a selection. So do a click there, and then bring inside the previous selection, and then when you see the 0, you see a plus, and then you see a 0 on the cursor. Plus 0 is you close the 6th selection. Double click, just click, and this finger is done. Let's go to another tip of a finger, and let's try. I'm going to show you something here. So Shift key, click there, and then you can just drag along slowly or fast. It's up to you. It's jumping there. You can always go back. I did a mistake here. I did click there and there. So you have this. Oh, another one there, another one there, another one there. You see these anchor points? How do you get rid of them? Easy, guys. You can see the last one is in black, and the previous ones they gray. So if you press delete, that one disappears, and now I'm going to take that one out, disappear that one, and then the previous one that is in black, and then that one jumps to the previous one, black, and then black, delete. So another one off the place, not a problem. Press delete, and it goes. So you can just start again. The contrast there is very low. There's not much contrast between the backdrop, background and this finger, so you can click wherever you feel. You can just click and then let's close. You can double click here and it jumps to close the selection that you're creating with a magnetic lasso tool. That's okay. I think we can adjust a little bit there. You can see there. So I think we're gonna use on this one, I think we're gonna use the lasso tool, just a normal lasso tool, because I think the magnetic is gonna struggle to find a contrast there. So I'm gonna press Shift plus, you see the plus there, and then just drag, create a selection, and then if you release just inside, you see jumping to close the selection. Okay, so zoom out, Command and minus, and let's see the other finger. Okay, we're gonna use again the magnetic lasso tool. You know, in my computer, my settings is I took the Shift key out to swap in between the same key tools. So I just press once, twice on the L key. So if you press, you're gonna see the L key there. So press one, and just bring outside the selection. So it's lasso tool, poly lasso tool, and magnetic lasso tool. So you can just pressing L, and so it jumps through the different tools there. Again, I can use this this menu button, and then I just add to the selection, subtract from the selection. I prefer using the keystrokes, the keyboard. So again, pressing plus, pressing Shift key, and there you go. Slowly, you can back, and you can click there. You can click, or you just wait for the anchor to appear. You can adjust width and the frequency. Usually I leave the frequency and the contrasts in a oops, mistakes, not a problem, guys. Press delete key and that anchor point disappears, and you're gonna up, press OK. So double click and it jumps to close the selection. Perfect. There's a little bit there, but I don't think we need to worry too much about that. I think we can do just this one. I think there's no contrast here, so I'm gonna use just a normal lasso tool. So press L once. Maybe in your computer you need to press Shift L to change tools. I'm gonna try to show you how to adjust that on your preference later in another video. And so press Shift and click, and then you can release the shift and then drag. You need to keep the mouse pressing on this one. If you release, it closes straight away. Okay, let's see the tip of the fingers. That's the one place where you got loads of bad selections. I'm not going to be bothered with this light and there. Okay, we have to add correct there. So yeah, let's try here. Let's try this one. So we need to add to the selection again. Okay, and over here too. Let's start with this one. So I'm going to use the magnetic lasso tool because there's a good contrast here. There's a very good contrast, and then it disappears. But you know, I think we can click over there to create. So lasso tool, press L again. On your computer, maybe you need to press Shift and then L. Shift, keep holding the Shift down to jump to tools, different tools. So magnetic tool, press Shift to add a plus. So you're gonna add to your selection, and then you see the contrast is very good. Just stay close to the line, to the edge. And now here I'm gonna do a few clicks, and go around. You can close the selection by just joining the first anchor, or you can just double click close to by Alright, so click on the last anchor. Sounds okay. Here. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Shift key plus wrong mistake. You can just cancel, escape, or delete. Okay, so shift key, and then it's the anchor point, and then it goes. The contrast is not so good, so I'm going to try to stay close. Okay, but delete. You press delete, and it deletes the last, so you can correct. It's alright, guys. So if you press delete every time the anchor point is in not the desired place, you press delete and then start. You don't need to start a new selection and do all the work again, guys. Alright, so it's really quick. Just go around it and double click and you close the selection to Command 0, so you zoom out and then you can see the entire selection. I have a of the place here, so on this one here you wanna unselect this area, so we're gonna press alt key and you see the minus. We haven't used much the minus, but it works the same way as the shift key. Guys, I'm working on the Macintosh, on the Mac, so I don't know the keystrokes for the Windows, so I'm sure you know which ones I can refer if you're on the Windows. And I think we have a selection here. We can refine the selection. There's different ways of refining the selection. You can select unmask. So I'm going to create, we're going to refine my selection. Clicking down, you can see the spinning wheel, not spinning wheel, but the little dots going around. And okay, and you can see my selection there. You know, highlights. You know, it shows. It makes everything transparent on the background of outside the selection, and the selection is transparent. You can adjust there on this slider. You can put like, you know, completely almost disappear, and you know, you can like disappear everything, I think. Yeah, no. What's up? Disappear. Transparency 100%. Sorry guys, my computer is a bit slow. Yes. So I just see my selection and in this case it seems okay. It seems okay. Well, I want to see the background. It's not very important in this case, but so you can have idea. So it's like you're gonna refine your edge, your selection. I think we can get a bit more there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this tool smaller. This tool smaller. I'm gonna adjust my selection there. So if you over, my computer's dying. You see, it created a nice selection. I rather. Okay, let's adjust that too. I should take this out of my selection. I'm just adding to the selection at the moment, but let's press minus, so alt key and shift, let me make bigger, shift and then alt key minus. So I'm gonna just right over the area. I'm not interested in my selection. Little bit. My computer gonna be really slow now, man. Okay. Okay, it's working. I was quick. Spinning wheel, say I'm working. Quick one. So I'm gonna make just smaller my tool. Bracket keys, guys, remember bracket keys makes your tools bigger or smaller. Okay, so bigger, smaller, left and right, and then I'm gonna just make smaller, and then I'm gonna click over this area, click and drag. So I want to select this. Perfect. That's very good. Everything else is fine. I always leave this as it is. You know, I'm not bothered too much. Global, smooth, feather. That's the important one. I wanna have a little feather on my edges. You know, every picture. There's a little, you know, smooth feather on every edge, in every detail, every subject. So I'm gonna keep like a little feather there. Contrast is fine, everything is fine. I'm gonna just click OK. Hopefully gonna be quick. Job done. Let me just see. Before Apple. Apple Z. Prefer the previous. Okay. So I'll just undo whatever I've done now, and I'm gonna just stick to my, you know, lasso tool, magnetic, and I'm gonna use minus. I want to take this part of the selection, and guys, that is my second video. I'm not very good with that. I use my tools very well. I'm trying my best to explain how to use this tool, so I think I have a good selection now. So for today it was just shortcuts about using the selection tools. So guys, remember, shift is adding to the selection, alt to take off the selection. To scroll through the tools, remember guys, you know, over, let's pull this out, over your tool, and it tells you what tool to use. In this case, lasso tool L, quick selection W, magic wand. Well, remember wand, remember lasso, and remember marquee M. You can use the M to do a selection. I forget to say something. Another really cool shortcut. For example, you know, I'm gonna just create a silly, you know, off the place selection, and I'm gonna select there, and I'm gonna select somewhere there. Doesn't matter. For example, I have this, you know, places selected in. Oops, not this way, but let's just select that a little bit. So I maybe I can explain this in a different way. Anyway, I have in 4 different areas of select, the hands there, and the backdrop, you know, this corner, a little bottom there. Oops, too much. Okay, so the only selection I want is the hands. So after all this work and so I'm gonna use the selection, the lasso tool, just a normal standard lasso tool. That is this one on the top. Remember guys, L for the lasso. If you press L, it takes you to the tool. So I'm gonna use the shortcut, and L, pressing L and L, and I'm gonna hold, press and hold the shift and the Alt tool, and you can see times. So if you want to adjust this selection now, not this one, and not this one, or any other selection that you maybe create, like with the magic tools and magic wands, so you press Shift Alt, and then you're going to drag around the selection that you want to keep. I love this one. I have this shortcut, and then you close, and any selection inside that that selection that you create, it stays. Everything else goes out. Let's try that again. So I'm gonna just, I'm gonna unselect this one. Apple, Command D, unselect. I'm gonna just create. I'm gonna use the magic wand, not a quick selection. The magic wand. Magic wand. You click, and everything gets a lot of. You see, lots of things get selected. Yep, nice to match. Okay, right. You can see no. Okay, so I think I can explain with this one. Let's drop the tolerance. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. So Apple, Command D, deselect, and then let's just create a silly selection. See where it goes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so for example, I'm not using this selection at all. That's not the one I want, but I want to show you how to use this one. The intersect with selection. So you're gonna use. That's the best one to use. This is the lasso tool, the common lasso tool. So it's just a standard lasso tool, not polygon, not magnetic. That's the best one to. You can use the other two, but this one, or even the marquee. The marquee is great too. This one. So you need Shift, Alt, and then go around the selections that you want to keep. So, oops, not my desirable dislikes. No, sorry. Oops. Let's try again. So, Wonder tool. Okay, Wonder tool. Click. No, it's too much. Let's click there, and then click there, and then click there. No, click there, and then click there. Okay, so we have different selections here. I don't want any of these ones. I just click just to show you how to use the interaction intersect with selection. So lasso tool, Shift, Alt, go around the selection that you want to keep, and ta-da! Well, it's not my desirable selection, but just to show you, if you over select and you have loads of selections that you want to take them out. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. Please leave your comments below, and the usual, subscribe, blah 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 blah, click OK, click the like button, blah 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 blah. See you next time. I'm gonna carry on doing more videos like this. Thank you, guys.